Second quarter, yes. So I guess I'll fill it in a little bit. This is our first mediated debate. I was trying to figure out which should the debate be. So Hank and Gia, do you guys want to help explain exactly what the beef is here?
Let's make sure. Let's check this mic real quick.
Check.
Before you go, Jason, are we getting levels here? Test.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
So Dukes, you're gonna use this one. Gia.
So
right here.
Hank, you want to give your side of what happened?
Get a little bit tighter.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start this by saying.
Hold on 1 second. Let me just get a shot. You're good.
I will start this by saying this was requested by Gia. She was the one that said we should have this debate on Healthy Debate. This was something that happened months ago. I had kind of moved on from. I don't think there's. I'll let Gia explain it because she was the one that wanted to do it.
I threw it out there as an idea because Dukes was asking me for some good ideas, and it's been an ongoing topic. It might have happened months for you, but it's still going on for me to this day because people are still hounding me about it.
All right, so I'll set it up. Dave Portnoy, our boss, started a watch company. He emailed everyone. He said everyone is going to be receiving a brick watch, and pick them up on this day. There's going to be someone that can size them and fit them, et cetera, et cetera. So keep in mind, this was the day the brick watches people were getting them. That day, we were doing an ad shoot for Black Tux suit company. So I had to put on a suit. So I took off my clothes. I was in the suit. I had my clothes and my brick watch in my hand, walking to our Part of My Take studio. Directly outside the Part of My Take studio was 2 bins of Part of My Take stuff because it was right outside the Part of My Take studio. As I was walking in, I put my clothes and the brick watch in the bin. Go inside the studio, maybe record for an hour. Come back out, my watch was gone. Nowhere to be found. And I tweeted.
Wait 1 second. Before we go any farther, so Dukes is going to raise a hand for who gets a point. Let Hank explain this because it's more of this is not non-debatable kind of evidence.
Right.
He's kind of setting the tone. Once he sets the tone, then we're going to start. Each person gets a minute. Hank will go first. Then Gia will be able to refute. And every time Dukes raises his hand, there will be an appropriate point placed to the opposite side, or I'm sorry, the correct side.
Yeah, so I place my clothes and my watch down in the bin next to the studio, go in the studio, record for maybe half an hour, come back out, clothes are there, brick watch is gone. I was befuddled. I thought maybe I misplaced it, but I knew, maybe I'll smoke out the perpetrator here, and I just tweeted, someone took a brick watch from a bin right outside the studio. What an absolutely wild move. And, 20 minutes later, Gia came running up to me being like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know this was yours.
So
that is my POV of this situation.
Okay, that is the POV. Now
Can I give my POV?
Now your POV is your rebuttal, and you're gonna be awarded points for correct, stances.
Points start now?
And then Hank will be able to refute.
Okay.
No, so let Gia do hers, and then.
POV.
So what do we think? A minute or 2 minutes for this?
So here's my POV.
A POV, and then we'll start the debate.
No, I think here to get the POV, we got to start with the points.
Oh, give Gia a POV, and then I'll.
I think we should stop saying Gia and POV, but we'll let her set the scene.
Chat's pretty excited.
Okay, here's my POV. So these brick watches were going like hotcakes. And, there was rumors swirling that there was people taking more than one brick watch, whatever. So I couldn't get a brick watch. I was walking down the hallway. I had no idea that it was Hank's watch, so I didn't put 2 and 2 together that everything in this random bin that was in the hallway was PMT's, or the watch would be Hank's because I didn't
Point
know.
for Gia.
Quick question, Gia. Where in the hallway was it located? Just to set the scene.
Next to the door of the PMT studio.
Got it. Thank you.
But there is
Point
more
Hank.
than just PMT stuff in that bin. I fully remember there was games, there was random shit, random hats. So what do I see? A brick watch. I'm walking down the hallway. I turned to Madeline. I was like, oh my God, someone left their brick watch here. And she was like, it was probably an extra that someone didn't take. I was like, okay, that's true. So I picked it up. And the second that I saw that Hank said somebody stole my watch, I got up, I ran over, and I gave it to him because I never even knew that it was Hank's, let alone I wouldn't have taken it if I knew that it was somebody's.
All right, now I'll healthy debate. We can have a healthy debate.
5-1.
Chat can sound off.
If Chat brings up good points, I'll give them points too.
There's a lot of free stuff around this office. I know that. I've taken my fair share of free
Point
shit. But I do think there's a statute of limitations, months. Maybe you see something. If no one touched it for a little while, then it's like kind of up for grabs. Healthy debate is taking something that's over $1,000 in value ever allowed from your office.
Healthy debate. Why would you leave something of such high value all by itself in a
Point
random
Gia.
bin?
5.
Duke says 5.
Healthy
Duke says
debate
5.
because it was a bin of part of my take stuff that was directly outside the part of my take studio. So I consider that to be my bin, and I was literally just leaving it. I literally
Hank loses a point.
left it, put it in there, and walked out thinking no one is going to steal. I don't think I work with thieves. I don't think people in this office
for
are
Hank.
going to be, taking stuff. Like sometimes I leave my laptop on a desk. I don't think that means someone's going to steal my laptop.
3 for Hank.
But healthy
Three for
debate.
Hank.
Leaving something on a desk is so much different than a random bin because
You keep saying the word random. Remind me where the bin was.
bin full of random, pardon my take, paraphernalia that nobody ever touches
Lose a point for Gia.
has been sitting there for months.
Was the healthy debate? Was the watch sitting there for months?
Healthy debate.
2
No.
points for Hank.
But you can't healthy debate. You can't classify me as a thief because I didn't know that it was somebody's. A thief is someone that steals something from someone knowing that it belongs to someone else. Healthy debate.
Healthy debate. You stated yourself in your opening statement that you couldn't get a brick watch. So healthy debate. You were going to find a way to get a brick watch one way or the other.
Healthy
By
debate.
hook or
Hank.
by crook.
Healthy debates. That is not true. I had somebody ask me if I had a brick watch, and I said no. I wasn't actively looking for a brick watch. I wasn't going to go and steal a brick watch.
Healthy
2 for
debate.
2
but-
for Gia.
But you did.
Healthy debate. Healthy debate. When I saw it, I remember being like, oh, someone just left this here. Because, healthy debate,
Lose 1 for Gia.
there was a lot of hubbub in the office that there was people upstairs taking more than one watch. People were only supposed to take one watch. So who knows? Maybe someone was like, oops, I might get in trouble. I'm just going to leave this watch here because I took more than one. Healthy debate. So I was doing my due diligence of taking this expensive, nice, beautiful watch and keeping it safe in
2 for Gia.
in my possession until somebody fessed up and said, oh, someone took my brick watch by accident.
So healthy debate. If I didn't tweet that, you would have taken it home. You weren't holding on to it.
2 for Hank. This is crazy.
Healthy debates. I don't know if I would have taken it home because I don't think it was going to be in my possession. Healthy debate.
Lose 1
You
for
were going to
Gia.
sell it?
All right, let's slow this down for a second. We're going to slow this down.
Lose 2 for Hank.
All right, lose 2 for Hank. We're going to do, so we have, a fair back and forth right now. Everyone's going to get a final statement. This is your final appeal as to why you think you should win. And this one will actually be timed. We're going to go 30 seconds on the clock. We are going to start.
going first?
We're going to start with Hank because Gia spoke last. All right, Hank, 3, 2, 1, go.
Healthy debate. I think there's a statute of limitations. I think if you see something lurking in an area, you got to let it sit for at least a week, maybe even longer. And if you don't, that would classify as theft.
Healthy debate. I didn't know.
No, Hank's not done yet. Is that,
Hank gets 2.
You still have 15 seconds if you want to continue.
Healthy debate. I also wasn't really mad about the situation. I wasn't expecting it to be Gia. I'm
5.
surprised she wanted to bring this up again because it's
4.
the most clear, cut and dry
3.
case of thief
1
of,
for Hank.
of all time.
Hank up 3.
Healthy debate. I didn't know how long it was sitting in that bin, so it could have been sitting there for a couple hours.
Lose 1 for Gia.
Healthy debate. I have a lot of respect for Hank. I would never go out of my way and take anything that belongs to him. I wouldn't take anything from anyone.
Add 3 for Gia.
I was just a innocent bystander trying to protect a watch.
10 seconds,
and
Gia.
I thought that it was up for grabs because it was in a bin full of stuff that no one has touched in weeks. So, healthy debate. I kept it in my safekeeping. Healthy debate.
All right, that's all the time we have. So now, what is the final score?
15 to 14. I was looking for Gia to bring up one more point. I think that Hank's final argument kind of won him that debate with the statute of limitations. I think Gia was very fair to consider that other people in the office that wouldn't be a part of content took way more watches than other people. I didn't have an opportunity to get a watch. I had to go straight to Austin, Dave's right-hand man, and basically be on my hands and knees for one. Hank, I think next time you have to be more careful with what you leave outside with Big Cat's pile and what he leaves outside the office. I think it's fair to maybe consider taking it. But I think that you did make a great point that it should be out for more than a month.
And just value. I think there's value. I think a T-shirt's one thing. I think a $2,000
Lose
watch.
2 for Hank. Lose 2 for Hank. Lose 2 for Hank. Lose 2. Yeah.
I didn't leave it out. I put it in a fucking bin that's right outside my studio.
If he found it valuable, he wouldn't have left it out of his sight.
So ultimately, who is our winner, Dukes?
Gia won. Basically, after Hank already won, because I told him why he won, and then he hurt himself. But I think it was a very clean, fair match. I thought Hank's argument was actually very good until the last part.
Yeah, I mean, that's the most biased judgment of all time. This is your show. I'll do my best to make sure, it's Rico shows from here on out. But that's fine.
Lose 20 for Hank.
That's fine.
All right.
I'm going to jail.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it. That was great. All right, now let's head into halftime, and then we'll come back with some callers.
Oh, hey, Frank's here.
Frank will be here for the second half.
All right, Frank, we're coming in second half, all right?